Everyone, so thought I'd make a quick video, just doing a little walk around here. I'll make a video on numbers and how we base ourselves sometimes on numbers, whether it's, you know, like a weight on the scales, like a number, or how many calories we're eating, or you know, how many watts we put out on the bike even, or what our heart rate is, things like that. We can what can happen is sometimes we can become too obsessed with the numbers, and that can be an unhealthy thing. Now obviously it's all about the mindset. You can have a healthy mindset about, yes, I'm going to go and put out 250 watts for 1 hour or whatever on the bike, and that can be healthy. But if you then go out and you do 245 and then you know, have a bit of a panic attack about it, or you know, your heart's 10 beats higher than usual on the same ride, you know, at the same watts or whatever, and you have a little bit of a, you know, you let it bother you, then I think sometimes you can have a problem. I've even experienced this myself, you know. I've gone out and I've not been able to put out the same watts, you know, that I did before, and I really let it bother me. Or I've noticed in more recent times my resting heart rate is higher. My resting heart rate. I know resting heart rate doesn't mean too much, but I let it bother me. My resting heart rate was like 52 or something at one point, and now, at least with this watch, this Fitbit Blaze that I have, it's saying my resting heart rate is like 60 or 58 or something like that. And you know, and yet there is times I did look at my watch during the night. I woke up during the night, I looked at my watch and it said 52. So I'm thinking, well, that's my resting heart rate, right? Not what it says. But even though I'd seen that and I knew that it was reporting my resting heart rate wrong, I still had a bit of a concern about it. I'm thinking, oh shit, my resting heart rate's getting too high. You know, what's happening? Am I getting less fit? And I know I'm not getting less fit because I'm looking at the watts. You know, I know for a fact I'm getting leaner, things like that. There's a lot of dogs around. Yeah, I know for a fact I'm getting leaner, I'm getting healthier, and I'm not feeling any ill effects. And I was thinking to myself, why am I having this negative mindset? And you know, like I said on a video before, there were several times when I'd weighed myself on the scales and the number's not going down, or even the number went up a little bit. Yet on the pictures, I'm looking leaner. Little dog. Look at him. Look at him. On the scales, you know, I'm actually gaining weight, or a small amount obviously, or I'm staying the same, and yet the pictures, I'm looking leaner. So I sort of think to myself, what's really going on, you know? Am I gaining muscle or whatever? But certainly I'm not getting fatter, that's for sure. So however, weighing yourself can still have a detrimental effect on you, because you can think, oh, I'm heavier, I've gained weight, but weight is not the same as, I don't know if I should walk down here or not. Weight is not the same as fat, and fat obviously isn't the same as weight. Like, you can have gained 1 week, but maybe you gain some muscle, you gain some water, maybe your body's fighting off a virus and you don't even know about it, and you know, you're holding extra water, who knows? So you have all these things, and really my message is, don't get held up about numbers, you know? If you're feeling good, just heard something in the bushes. If you're feeling good and your heart rate is like, you know, saying it's higher or lower, or which way should I go? I'll go this way. And your heart rate's saying it's higher or lower, and don't stress out about that, you know. If you're feeling good, and you know, maybe your watts aren't high as another time, but you know, you haven't changed anything, and maybe it's an off day, you know. Don't let the numbers stress you out too much. You know, the numbers are really, well, they're made up. They're just for us to get an idea for training. You don't have to base your life around them, or base your self-worth around them. Like, just because you go up on the scales or you go down or whatever, depending on your goals, it doesn't mean that you're any less of a person, or you know, it doesn't mean that you have any less value. So just, yeah, my point is, don't get too held up on the numbers, don't become obsessed, whether, like I said, it's calories or, you know, weight or kilograms or whatever. Don't become too held up on it. So yeah, let me know what you think to this video. See you in the next video, everyone.